The next big battlefield advantage isn't a new tank or a bigger missile. It's knowing exactly where every bullet, battery, and bandage should be before anyone asks for it. Wars aren't won only by firepower. They're won by the boring stuff nobody brags about: fuel, food, ammo, spare parts, medical kits. And right now, a new kind of AI is changing how armies move all of that. Faster, quieter, and with way less waste. But there's a catch. Because if the AI gets it wrong, people don't just lose money. They lose lives. Let's keep it real. A modern army is basically a giant moving city. Thousands of vehicles need fuel. Radios need batteries. Drones need parts. Soldiers need water, food, medicine. Tanks and trucks break down constantly. And everything has to show up at the right place, at the right time, under pressure, sometimes while someone is trying to stop you. Here's the nightmare. The best fighter in the world can't do much if they're out of fuel. A drone is just expensive plastic if it's grounded because one small part didn't arrive. And a frontline unit can have perfect training and still get crushed because their supply line got hit. And that's why logistics has always been the silent killer in war. The scary part? Most logistics systems still rely on humans juggling spreadsheets, reports, radio calls, and best guesses, not because people are dumb, because the problem is massive. You've got millions of moving pieces. You've got delays you can't predict. You've got broken roads, weather, traffic, damaged bridges. You've got enemy jamming. You've got fake signals. You've got sabotage. So the big question is simple. How do you move the right stuff to the right place when the world is chaos? And every mistake gets somebody hurt? That's where the AI breakthrough hits. Because it doesn't just help, it changes the whole idea of what logistics can be. But before we get to the AI, you have to understand one thing. Logistics has decided wars for thousands of years. Logistics has always been the real battlefield. Think about ancient empires. Rome didn't just conquer with swords. Rome conquered with roads, storage depots, and systems to keep troops fed and paid. A legion that can march is dangerous. A legion that can eat every day is unstoppable. Sounds simple, right? March, fight, win. But here's the first ugly truth. Armies spend more time moving and waiting than fighting. And the waiting is where they die. Fast forward to the age of gunpowder. Cannons and muskets were useless without a steady flow of powder and shot. The side that could keep that flow going could keep fighting longer. Now jump to World War II, where logistics basically became a monster. A single operation wasn't just soldiers and tanks. It was ships, trains, trucks, fuel pipelines, ports, warehouses, mechanics, medics, and tons of planning. You could be a genius commander and still lose because your supply chain snapped. And here's a detail that should mess with your head. In many wars, more vehicles are lost to breakdowns and maintenance problems than to enemy fire. That means your battlefield isn't just trenches and hills. It's tires, engines, filters, spare parts, and fuel drums. Now, let's turn up the pressure. The modern battlefield is a supply nightmare. Today, everything is more advanced and more fragile. Old wars had fewer types of equipment. Modern armies have endless specialized gear. Night vision, thermal scopes, drones, sensors, encrypted radios, electronic warfare tools, anti-drone systems, satellite links. Each one needs its own parts, its own power, its own maintenance. And the battlefield itself fights back. GPS can be jammed. Signals can be spoofed. Warehouses can be targeted. Convoys can be ambushed. Roads can be cratered overnight. If you're a commander, you're not just asking, where is the enemy? You're asking, where is my fuel? And can I even reach it? Because if you push forward without supply, you don't look brave. You look trapped. The old way of doing logistics is too slow. Traditionally, logistics planning runs on a cycle. Someone reports what they used. Someone logs it. Someone tries to predict what's needed. Someone schedules deliveries. Someone assigns trucks. Someone plots a route. Someone approves it. That works in stable conditions. But war isn't stable. War is, road is gone, bridge is down, truck broke, enemy drones spotted, radio jammed, fuel depot hit, weather turned, unit moved. So by the time the plan is approved, it might already be wrong. That's the big problem. Logistics is basically trying to predict the future while the future is punching you in the face. Now here's where AI changes the rules. The breakthrough isn't just one AI trick. When people hear AI, they imagine one magic robot brain. But the real breakthrough is more like this. AI becomes the invisible brain connecting the whole supply chain, watching everything, learning patterns, predicting problems, and reacting faster than humans can. Not because humans are useless, but because humans can't watch 10,000 moving parts at once. AI can. And the biggest change is this. Instead of logistics being reactive, we ran out, now send more. AI pushes it toward being predictive. You're going to run out soon, and here's the safest way to prevent that. That sounds small, but it's a war-changing difference. AI does 4 huge things in battlefield logistics. Let's break it down simply. 1. AI predicts demand before it becomes a crisis. A frontline unit doesn't just use ammo. It uses ammo based on how intense the fighting is, how far they are from support, how many vehicles they're running, how much enemy activity is nearby, how long they've been holding a position. Humans can estimate, but estimates get messy fast. AI can pull data from many sources and spot patterns like, when this kind of unit is in this kind of terrain, during this kind of operation, fuel usage jumps by 18%, or when drone activity spikes, certain spare parts burn out faster, or when night operations increase, battery demand explodes. Now the tension. If that prediction is late, you get shortages. If it's wrong, you waste supply space and expose convoys. So the real power is accuracy under pressure. 2. AI optimizes routes in real time. This part is insane. In older warfare, you planned a route and hoped it stayed safe. Now, AI route planning can react to live threats. Imagine a convoy is moving. AI is watching drone sightings, radio interference, road closures, weather shifts, reports of enemy activity, even traffic choke points and damaged surfaces. And it can do something humans struggle with, recalculate the best route instantly, over and over. But here's the scary twist. If the enemy knows you rely on AI routes, they might try to feed it bad info. Fake threats, fake safe corridors, false signals. So now you're not just fighting on roads, you're fighting over data. 3. AI predicts breakdowns before vehicles fail. This one is a quiet killer. A convoy truck that breaks down in a safe base is annoying. A convoy truck that breaks down on a dangerous road is a disaster. Modern vehicles have sensors, engine temperature, vibration, oil pressure, battery health, fuel system readings. AI can learn what normal looks like and detect early warning signs that humans might miss. So instead of waiting for a breakdown, AI can say, this vehicle has a high chance of failing within 48 hours. Swap it now. Send this part ahead. Schedule maintenance before the mission. In war, maintenance is not just repair. Maintenance is survival. 4. AI matches supply to priorities automatically. In a perfect world, everyone gets everything they need. In reality, you have limited trucks, limited time, limited routes. So the hardest question becomes, who gets supplies first? Humans can do this, but it's stressful and slow. AI can help rank priorities based on mission needs. Unit A needs fuel now, or they can't hold the line. Unit B can wait 6 hours. Unit C is moving into a hot zone. Give them medical supplies first. But here's the uncomfortable truth. When AI helps decide priorities, it can feel like the machine is deciding who suffers. That's why real systems need humans in the loop, because war isn't just math. It's people. The travel side. Logistics is geography, not just trucks. Now let's make this feel real with the travel angle, because logistics is about land. If you look at any conflict zone on a map, you start seeing the battlefield differently. You don't just see towns, you see bottlenecks. a mountain pass that all vehicles must cross, a single bridge over a river, a narrow road between cliffs, a port that everything depends on, a rail junction, a fuel depot near a highway, and the enemy sees it too. So when AI revolutionizes logistics, it's not just upgrading a computer. It's changing how armies move across real places: valleys, deserts, cities, coastlines. In deserts, fuel is life. In mountains, roads decide speed. In cities, routes change every hour. In jungles, weather and mud ruin everything. AI's job is to read the land like a living puzzle. Where can we move without being seen? Where can we move without being trapped? Where can we move without being slowed? And the crazy part? AI can train on years of movement data and learn which routes become death traps. The new battlefield problem: contested logistics. Here's the next level tension. In the future, the enemy won't just try to destroy your supply. They'll try to confuse it. That's why you'll hear the idea of contested logistics. It means you're trying to supply forces while the enemy is actively attacking your trucks, your drones, your fuel points, your communications, your data. So your logistics system needs to be fast, flexible, hard to predict, and hard to hack. This is why AI isn't just a nice upgrade. It becomes the thing that keeps the whole machine alive. But how do we know AI can actually handle it? Let's walk into a scenario, because this is where the story gets real. Picture this. A forward unit is holding ground. They're not comfortable. They're dug in, tired, watching the horizon every minute. Enemy drones are buzzing like angry insects. Radios crackle with half-clear messages. The roads behind them are rough, exposed, and everyone knows convoys have been getting hit. They report a problem. Fuel is running low. Battery packs are being drained faster than expected. A few vehicles are showing warning lights. And the next resupply convoy is scheduled for tomorrow. Tomorrow is too late. Now here's the old world outcome. Someone sends messages up the chain. Someone tries to reshuffle deliveries. Someone calls for extra trucks. Routes are discussed. Approvals take time. Plans get stuck because nobody wants to be responsible for a bad decision. And in the meantime, the frontline unit starts rationing fuel. Vehicles stop moving. Drones get grounded. Night vision use drops. Medical equipment gets limited. Their options shrink fast. Now here's the AI-driven moment. The AI system sees the pattern before the panic spreads. It notices this unit's battery usage is spiking because their drone coverage increased. Their fuel burn rate jumped because they've been repositioning more often. 2 trucks in the next convoy show sensor signs of likely failure. A main road has a rising threat score because drone sightings are increasing. Weather tomorrow will make one section of the route slower and louder, raising the risk of detection. So it does something humans struggle to do in time. It rewrites the plan. It proposes, send a smaller resupply package now, not tomorrow. Use a different route that is longer but safer. Swap the 2 risky trucks for healthier ones. Move fuel and batteries first, spare parts second. Use decoy movement on the main road to pull eyes away. Time the convoy movement with weather cover and low drone activity windows. And here's the key moment. The AI isn't guessing randomly. It's pulling from live data, history, probabilities, and terrain logic. This is the moment logistics stops being slow and blind. It becomes fast and aware. The resupply goes out. It arrives. The unit stays mobile. Drones keep flying. They hold the line. That's not just efficiency. That's the difference between surviving the night or not. But let's not pretend it's all perfect, because AI can also create a new kind of disaster. If the AI is hacked, tricked, or fed bad data, it can send convoys into traps. It can overstock the wrong supplies. It can cause shortages without anyone noticing until it's too late. So the real breakthrough isn't just AI exists, it's AI built to survive deception. So here's what we've learned. Logistics has always been the real war engine. From ancient roads to modern convoys, supply decides what an army can do. But modern war is too fast and too complex for old planning. There are too many moving parts, too many threats, too many surprises. The game-changing AI shift is this. AI turns logistics from reactive to predictive. It forecasts demand before shortages hit. It reroutes convoys in real time. It predicts breakdowns before trucks fail in dangerous places. It helps match supply to mission priorities when time is running out. And because war happens in real places, deserts, mountains, cities, AI isn't just working on screens. It's shaping movement across the map, changing where armies can go, when they can go, and how long they can stay there. But the final truth is this: AI can't replace judgment. It can only sharpen it. Because in war, the cost of being wrong isn't embarrassment. It's blood. Subscribe if you want more real stories about the hidden systems that decide who wins wars.